Dallas Cowboys player Marshawn Kneeland dies by suicide at the age of 24. More after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ABG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have an unfortunate one, a very sad video to do, in my opinion. Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland, age 24, dies by suicide. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to ABG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland, age 24, died by suicide from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to Texas State Public Safety. Now, disturbing police audio revealed that Kneeland's girlfriend expressed concern that he was armed and would end it all, while he has also texted his family goodbye. Authorities located Kneeland deceased in a porta potty after an unsuccessful vehicle pursuit and a subsequent search. Kneeland was a beloved teammate and selected by the Cowboys in the second round of the 2024 NFL Draft. All right, I have a few more things to add to the story. This kid was a draft pick, like I said, back in 2024. He suffered from mental health issues, and adding to his mental health issues were his mom dying right before he got drafted, like a couple months before he got drafted in the NFL. So he's been still in, I've seen in videos of him suffering because his mom is not there. I can imagine, I don't have my mom here, so I'm kind of like, I do my thing. I have family members that may come out and, express their care and candor for me and so forth and so on, and it's nothing like mom, right? So, but I'm not in a mental space where this young man was, you know what I'm saying? Like, but everyone understands the importance of a mother in their child's life. He was very close to his mom, okay? He was so close to his mom that he actually carried a little vial on his neck and a necklace of the ashes of his mom. So that lets you know that guy was very close to his mom. And something like this could have pushed him over the edge. Just him missing his mom, you know what I'm saying? And, something like this can kind of push you over the edge. If you have a bad day, you never know what's going to happen, what's going to trigger it. And, things like this happen. I also want to add that when I initially heard this story about him, having to crash out, I'm thinking like, well, damn, another young guy, you with the Dallas Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? You just got signed, you got a 4-year, $6 million deal, making some good money, you're able to provide for your family and so forth and so on and everything, you got a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? You got people around you that love you, your teammates and all that kind of stuff. So, you should have been well off. Why would you get in the car that day, take a weapon with you, and just speed off? You know what I'm saying? You on a highway, speeding all up and down Dallas or whatever, you know what I mean? And it was a highway pursuit. Ended up going through Frisco, Texas. And that's when the cops called it off. They was just like, nah, that's just, because they didn't want to keep doing what they was doing. And then the unthinkable happened. He ended up banging out. And, he gets out. And that's when he took his own life. It's a serious topic here. This is a very serious topic. Initially, I was a little upset with the kid, but hearing more and more stories about it, hearing more and more, gathering more information as I go along, my heart kind of goes out to him and his family, and hopefully this is the end of the that trail, that evil, nasty trail of just like that mental health illnesses that people be suffering from. You know what I mean? Like, this kid was close to his mom. His mom died. It's unfortunate his mom died. I'm not sure. Let me see. I have to see if I can find out why she died. You know what I'm saying? It might have been, didn't say why she was sick. She might have been sick. I mean, I'm guessing she could have been sick and just ended up passing on or whatever. He couldn't handle it. But, I mean, it's unfortunate because mental health, and I say I'm diving in right here. I don't really have nothing else to add to it except for, my thoughts, and, hopefully they're good enough to help someone that may need some help. Of course, I'll have the number listed on the screen, as well as in the link in the description for anyone that may be suffering, or anyone that's suffering from some sort of mental health, whether it be suicide, thinking about suicide, or what I'm saying, just possibly maybe wanting to hurt somebody or something like that because of your mental health. I'll put a link in the description, that way you guys can actually link onto that, and you can do one on the screen as well. This is a serious situation because not just him, right, but millions of Americans suffer from mental health issues. I know a lot of you out there watching the video are suffering from mental health issues. You may say, well, I'm not crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. I don't mean you crazy, okay? It could just mean you got anger management issues. You can have depression. You can have bipolar disorder. I mean, it's quite a few people that have just those three that I named. A lot of millions of Americans are suffering from that alone. And it could be from a situation, a circumstance, where you lost a parent, you lost a good friend, you lost a companion. You could have lost a pet. I mean, some of us laugh and say a pet, but some people are close to their pets. I know people that's very, very close to their pets, and if the cat or the dog died, all bets is off. So it's just, people are very serious about their animals, as well as their family members and mates and so forth and so on. Like, you could be someone that may not be suffering from that situation. You may see a friend that's suffering from that situation because of something that directly happened to them, right? A person's mom could have died. They could have been suffering from the situation. But you could be a friend or a companion or someone you just may know, and you standing far off, and you kind of like, yo, you see the effects that it's having on them, and it's kind of beating you up a little bit, and stuff like that is kind of contagious, and you gotta, bring that thing to wraps. But I just hope and pray that in their situation, that the good Lord, gives them the peace that they need to get past all this. The peace that surpasses all understanding. Because we don't understand. We don't know why things happen the way it happened, right? But they happen anyway, And, I feel like people like this, when they have situations, you should be there for them, but give them their space, Let them breathe, let them, do what they got to do. I mean, I'm very close. I was very close to my mom. Still, I'm close to my mom. My mom is my mom. I sacrificed a lot. Doing a lot. But my mom sacrificed her whole life for me and my sister. So to do what she needed to do, because my mom was sick. See my mom sick, struggling, going through what she's going through. Not being able to, like, hey, if I could just do this, it'll all go away and she'll be better. It was none of that. It was just, this is what I got. This is what's going to happen. And one day I'm going to die. And it's never going to be any better. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? Because that weighs on your heart. You know what I mean? I mean, I've never been a depressed person. I might get upset. I might get mad. I may say, for me, I suffer from anger management issues. Now, as of the latter years of my life, I've done a lot better with it. My earlier years is maybe not so much, you know what I'm saying? But as I've gotten older, you know what I'm saying, and, been having a relationship with the good Lord, everything has changed in the better. So it's just like, give God your problems, you know what I'm saying? We all say that, it's cliche, and you know what I'm saying? We all say that, it's like, it's just the way to do it, but we don't do it. We don't do it. We don't sit down and do it. We got to really sit down and do it. Hey, Lord, I'm having an issue. Just take your time, close your door, go in your room, shut your door, lock it, and just have a conversation with your Lord and your Savior, you know what I'm saying, and get it right. Now, I'm not trying to preach to you or anything like that, but that's the only way you're going to get past all of your problems, because none of us on this earth can fix it. You can't go to a doctor and say, hey, fix it. You can't fix it. No amount of money is going to be able to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So mental health is definitely, when we give you the number, we're not sitting there saying you go to a mental health specialist and then what they're going to do is just mysteriously just fix it. No, what they're going to do is give you, different tips, different techniques, have you talk it out and try to, get it out, and try to help you along the way by just basically counseling you, in ways of the way you can do it. It's no quick fix. It's no, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that you just got to go through, and time heals all wounds. And, it's crazy, because it's like, something is like this, a tragedy is going to affect every single one of us, no matter who it is. It's going to affect every single one of us. And it's going to affect every single one of us in a different way. Some people may cry. Some people may get angry. Some people want to go out there and do something about it. Some people may just, shut in and just stay inside and just, kind of hop under the covers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's different situations for different folks, but it's different types of people out here in the world that's going to, do whatever they feel like they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it may affect me in a way where I want to come talk to you guys and extend any assistance that I can. I'll leave you the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Point you in the right direction to get some help. Because ending it all is not the way to go, okay? And death is one of those, you don't get a do-over. It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, I changed my mind, or you in the middle of doing something to yourself, and then you just change your mind, like you jump off a building. Oh, I changed my mind. A little bit too late for that one, homie. You know what I'm saying? When you hit that ground, it's a wrap. Bones broken, splat. I just hope you get a quick death once you hit the ground. Because, I don't want you to have to go through all that. You don't want to do it halfway through it, and then you live through it. And you're going to be really miserable, and then you're going to really be upset. So, you know what I'm saying? It's people out there to give help to all those people out there that's going, that's suffering through something. Mental health is serious. It's a very, very, very serious thing. A very serious thing. I know I already said that, but it really is a serious thing. And if you really need some help, you can reach out. Hell, you can send me, you can come on my, my Instagram page and, in the DMs and just say, look, bro, I'm suffering from this and that. Maybe I can point you in the right direction, kind of get you some help. You know what I mean? Help you out, get you where you need to be. Because this is a serious situation. I'd never want to see people die, especially young people like that. You know what I mean? Especially when they got their whole life in front of them. You know what I mean? And it's just like the way that he went out. We just looking. He was just happy. Like on Monday Night Football, he got the fumble recovery from the block punt, and he picked the ball up and he got a touchdown, running around chest bumping his friends. So we thinking nothing of it. And then we wake up. You know what I'm saying? And on Wednesday, you hear Marshawn Kneeland, dead at the age of 24. You like, huh? What happened? You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm an Eagle fan. You know what I mean? And, I don't really rock with the Cowboys, but when it comes to this type of stuff, nah, guys, listen, teams don't mean nothing. It's all about humanity now, because that humanity is very much more important than anything else out here on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And, we got to respect each other as individuals and know that just because you wear a particular hat, you wear a particular shirt, jacket, shoe, whatever the case may be, however you believe, however you feel, we all are individuals and we all have that right to, do it the way we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're not hurting nobody, we can wear whatever we want. I could be an Eagle fan. You could be a Cowboy fan. I could say y'all suck, this, that, and the third, and joke around with each other. But if main man's sitting there bleeding and dying, I'm not going to be like, oh, he a Cowboy fan. I'm going to step right over you. Like, I'm not. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get my man some help. Call 911. Yo, bro, you all right? You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about the humanity out here in the world. So, we joke around with the sports thing, but it's really all about being, a good human being toward each other. So, Marshawn Kneeland, it's unfortunate that he died, and I would like to have a moment of silence for him right now. And thank you. And, just pray for him and his family. I'm sure his girlfriend is going through it. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine someone having some mental health issues and then, like, you're my companion and then you getting upset and then you texting everybody, it's a wrap, you know what I mean? I'm out of here. I'm gone. And you like, huh? And then you get the word that he killed himself. You like, you know what I'm saying? You feel helpless. You feel hopeless. There's nothing you could have did. You always say you wanted to be there for your peoples, but you couldn't be there for him and you feel helpless. Like, pray for his girlfriend. Pray for his girlfriend. Pray for his girlfriend. I mean, his whole family, but, his girlfriend, I know she's kind of going through it and, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone that I say I love for life, you know what I'm saying? And they got to sit there and hear that, I'm dead and gone so young. Like, it's a hard pill to swallow, you know what I mean? So, prayers up to him and his family, his girlfriend, everyone affected, everyone, whether you was a fan of the team, prayers up for you as well, and so forth and so on, you know what I mean? Because, I know I'm getting long-winded, but this is a very serious topic, and, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine that you get so mentally down that you just like, I'm ending it all. Like, never end it all. Never. I always try to get help first. You know what I'm saying? Never end it all. Please. That's not the way to do it. Never just say, I'm quitting, I'm giving up. Never just quit and give up. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. Who knows what he was thinking? Might have been thinking, hey, I want to be with my mom. I'm over this. I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. And the weight of his mom being gone could have pushed him over the edge. Could have tipped the scale. So, prayers up to him and his family, like I said again. So if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. There will be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. All my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. It pushes these videos out to all platforms. I'm lying. It pushes these videos out to everyone on YouTube. What you need to do is hit the share button so it'll push it out to all platforms. That's what you need to do. You do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. But come visit me on my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. I'm all over the internet. Come visit me, come give me a shout. And let's run these numbers up, you know what I mean, and get everything cooking. So again, if you have any issues, if you have any mental health problems, feel free to call the number on the screen, okay? And, or if you know someone of that. This is a very serious topic. It's a very serious situation. And all good friends will do something like that for their friend. So there's that. But I love every single one of y'all. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
To the casinos, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and this man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down.